Hey, a hype train! Woo! Choo choo! Wow. Oh, I'm shouting. Wow. Okay, hold on. Sorry, everybody. Let me turn that down. I just saw red coming from over here, and that was like. But what's weird is my little slider's not all the way up. Oh, look at the cat. The cat dragged in something. Why is it so loud? Am I just loud? Is it that close to me? Okay. And Spotify is soft. It's been a while. A little rusty. And computer's rusty. I'm dusting the rust off. You know. I'll get this working. I was liking this album right here. Let's go to Groovy. Okay. How's everybody doing today? I want to say hi to everybody. We got a hype train going on. So we have Great Nero, subscribed 3 months or 5 months now. Congratulations on your streak. That's a big feat. Let's see. What else? We've got My Blue Heather resubscribed for 4 months at tier 2, not just tier 1, but that's tier 2. Twice the awesomeness. That doesn't mean. So here's how this works. If you subscribe at tier 2, that's twice the awesome, but it doesn't mean that you're twice as awesome as somebody else, as someone in tier 1. So that's how that works. But it's twice as thankful. I'm thankful for everybody. No, I'm thankful for all levels of streams. Or, you know.
You didn't mute me.
Of, what are those things called? Subs. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh no, I can't. What's going on with Blurp? Is Blurp not working? Level 3 hype train. Achieved 75 rock. Gifted 5 subscriptions to the community. I remember where that button is. Incredible. Wow. What a day. Smitey got a sub from Saturn 5 Rock. Ravenfall, Roland Reggie, Kinugi Crystal, Gothic Arto. Guys, I don't think the blurps are working. That's disappointing. I don't know what to do about that. Y'all can't hear the blurps, can you? Let's see. We've got. Oh, they are working. Oh, that's right. That's right. It does this sometimes. Blurp. I have to turn monitor off and turn it back on, and then I can hear it. Okay. All right, you hear the blurps. Okay, I should be able to hear it now. Okay. Wow. Now that all that's settled, I'm gonna say hi to everybody and thank you guys for all kinds of awesomeness. Ripleyana was first today. Welcome, Ripleyana. Ripleyana redeemed 1 pip to say hello. Hi, Ripleyana. Thanks for being first today. Thanks for joining us on the stream, and I'm glad you're here. Glad you found our community. Bard just subbed, resubscribed for 6 months at tier 1. Thank you, Board Game Bard. And thank you for the double overlay over here. Oh my goodness, what a hype train. Roland Reggie's in the house. One of my favorite emotes.
Yeah, I got you. I got this on camera.
There we go, I can hear it now. My Blue Heather, thank you so much for being here today. Great Nero, I mean, I could have said it better myself. What a time to be alive. Then we have Smitey. A. Smitey spells A with an E. Okay. To you, Rolling Reggie. I love what you did. I'm excited to get to the video that you posted. Talk about the video you posted. But I love what you did. Great community engagement idea. Posting a video and asking all kinds of creators questions about games in the first episode. So that'll be fun. Oh, just completed a bits goal of 5,000 bits. Whoa! Wow. What? This is exciting. Oh, this is exciting. Maybe your vacation has revived you and now you're boisterous. I don't know about that. I was feeling very low energy today. But you guys are helping me boost. I love boosted energy. Cosmic Beat's here. Hey, Cosmic Beat. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Love the Mr. Bob's emotes. Always love. You know what? In fact, let's do this. If it works. Nope, it doesn't work. I gotta go. I gotta fix things, guys. Everything's needs fixing. But we're gonna turn on the emote wall. Let's see some emotes while we go through these welcomes and thank yous. Rolling Reggie cheered 100 bits. Love that with a little thing. What is that? A snowman melting? Let's see. All right, we got the blurps. Blurps all good at. Brandon, Dad's back. I love your emotes there. There's no first to redeem, so I had to click on something. That works. That works. Let's see. Saturn 5 not only gifted 5 subs, but cheered 500 bits. Helped get us to the hype train, or helped get us to the 5,000. I can't even see you. 5,000 bit goal. That's a lot of bits. Let's see. This is great. I've missed all of you. I'm so glad to be here with all of you. I am slightly, just a little bit, tiny bit, itsy bitsy bit under the weather. The one souvenir I did not expect to get from our cruise was a cold. Yeah. It started about a couple of days into the cruise and progressively got worse. It peaked Saturday night, I think, was the worst of it. And I'm about 95%. Back to 95%. 2 point, there you go. So then I'm at 92.7. No, 97.7% back to normal. Did I do math well? I'll take a sip of my coffee from my Whataburger mug. Oh, that's needed. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't anything serious. I never had a fever, just cold symptoms. I'm pretty sure it was just a cold based on all my, you know how you do WebMD research. You love this mug? That's real ceramic. That's 100% Texas ceramic right there. Guys, last night I went with Saturn V Rock and 2 other friends to go see Superman. Superman! Superman! It was great. We had a blast. And before that, we ate at Torchy's Tacos. Was it Superman? I'd say so. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't know. I don't think we're not gonna talk about it yet. I will give you a heads up. I know you don't want any kind of context, so I respect that. But I will give you a heads up whenever we get into a spoiler-free discussion. Brandon, I hope you can see it this weekend as well. I want to take Laura to see it. I think she'll like it. Hype Train completed at level 5. You guys are incredible. Let's see what emote it is. Oh! Is that a... What is that? I thought it was a hair toss at first, but she's eating a chicken leg. That's pretty fun. Or is that a turkey leg? It's one of those. As a Marvel fanboy, I hope F4, like Fast and Furious 4. Hope F4 is just as good because I was so happy walking out of the theater. Oh, seeing the movie. Okay, good. Glad you're happy. I want to see Fantastic Four as well. I love the look of it, the aesthetic, the music sounds really cool, and I'm intrigued. I think I'll see it. Oh, don't worry, no spoilers at all. I avoided all. It's only going to be like my opinion. I'm not going to talk about specifics at all, so don't worry. No spoilers. So I hope you enjoy it. You're in the Discord, aren't you, John Tripp? John Tripp? Speaking of Discord, did y'all see what I posted? I posted an article that they've cast the live action Zelda and Link. Two very young looking actors I've never seen before. Did y'all see that? I hope everything that happens in the trailer for Fantastic Four happens in like the first 30 minutes. Yes, that is 100% real. No worries. If you feel so inclined, we've been kind of sharing just our general thoughts on the movie in the TV movies. Hey, Haplo just subscribed with Prime. Let's go, Haplo. Thank you so much. And Rolo just resubscribed. You've been subscribed for 4 months. No, you've been subscribed for 5 months. Thank you so much, Rolo. You get one of these as well. We are back. We are back, along with the double alerts. Should I put that on my to-do list to fix? I swear I fixed it before. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll put it on here. Double alerts. Mr. Terrific versus Mr. Fantastic. That would be it would be a cool fight. It always cracks me up. Mr. Fantastic. I saw there's like an excerpt from, I guess, maybe it's the origin of the Fantastic Four comic, and they come back with their powers. Yeah, Chaos Journal. There you go. They come back with their powers, and they're like, what are we gonna be called? I'm the Invisible Woman, because I could... Good morning, Reclaim Joey. Glad you're here. Welcome. We're just talking about Fantastic Four. The panel for this comic is like, I can turn invisible, so I'll be the Invisible Woman. AB80 just joined, or just, primed. You're subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much for doing that. 4 months now. Congratulations on your 4-month anniversary. It wouldn't be an anniversary, sub-anniversary maybe. I don't know. So, Invisible Woman. I'm Invisible Woman because I'm invisible. I'm the Human Torch. So, because I can be a torch. And then the thing's like, oh, I'm just a monster. I'm just this thing. So I'm just gonna be the Thing. And then Reed Richards goes, well, I'll be Mr. Fantastic. It's written much better, but it's just really funny because like he's like, read the room, Reed. You look normal except for when you stretch. This thing over here was never look normal. Have y'all seen that? It's really funny. Let's see. Roland Roger says, what are those Zelda and Link actors known for? Read the room. There you go. Well, it says in the article. Let's go to it. Oh, I can't do this. I'm gonna read it. Visit site. So you've got playing Zelda is Bo Bragason. She's known for her roles in the BBC One series Three Girls and The Jetty, as well as Disney Plus's Renegade Nell. Also last year, she starred in Euros Lynn's vampire comedy film The Radleys. And then the dude playing Link, Benjamin Ainsworth. These are both British actors. Was the voice of Pinocchio in Robert Zemeckis' live-action Pinocchio, and played Miles in the Netflix series The Haunting of Bly Manor. He also stars in the Canadian comedy series Son of a Critch, and appeared in an episode of Netflix's The Sandman. So, if you've never seen any of those things, you don't know who these people are. But they look very young. They look like children. And maybe they are. I'd argue that the Invisible Woman looks normal until she doesn't look at all. Yeah. Now they're known for being Zelda and Link. That's right. It's me. I'm back. Tell a friend. Tell a friend, everybody. Tell more than one. Hey, that was a great one. That's true. Link is a child. They are children. Yeah, depending on... Not in all iterations. Like Breath of the Wild, they're not children. They're not like 30, but they're also not children. So I guess it depends. My Blue Heather says Renegade Nell was actually really good, and Ripley Anna loves it. So if you're looking for something to watch on Disney Plus, Renegade Nell is endorsed by the community here. Maybe the movie is based on Wind Waker. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing today? Originally, I got lots of show and tell that I want to show and tell you about. Guess who's back again. That's how I dance. This is a new dance I've learned. The original plan... No, you did not, Joey. The original plan was to play this today, Mythwind, begin a campaign with the new Mythwind expansion, friends and family. Shout out to Open Owl Studios for sending this to me. Hey Silverfear, welcome. Thank you so much for resubscribing. You've been subscribed for 5 months now. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are great. I didn't have time. Resetting this studio was a lot more... It wasn't hard, but it was time consuming because I couldn't get the lights right. I was always getting distracted and annoyed by the shadow that this cast on me. And guess what? Oh, Geegs became a member on YouTube. Thank you, Geegs. Thank you so much. I put up the Joey signal, and Joey helped me solve my shadow problem. Except instead of a Mike shadow on my chest, I've got a Spencer shadow back there. Anyway, it's not as bad. But thank you so much for your help. Okay. Let me check something really quick. All right. Do y'all want to talk about Superman really quick? We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh, thank you. That is the Batarang. I pre-ordered Arkham City. The special edition of Arkham City. No! That was from Arkham Asylum. It was like this really cool edition. It came in this giant bat symbol with that, and like a journal, Dr. Crane's journal, I think. Anyway, the game. It doesn't work because it's on a stand. I do have real working Batarangs around here somewhere, though. Remember, I used one to cut my room's cake. But anyway. Okay. So, if you don't... And we're not gonna get into spoilers, because I don't believe in spoilers. I will share my thoughts on the movie. And if you're wanting to avoid anything, whether it's you don't want my opinion or chat's opinion to affect your opinion going into it or whatever, maybe come back in 10 minutes. I've wanted to talk about nothing but Superman since leaving the theater. Yeah, so Brandon will be back in 10. Opinion alert, that's right. Okay. So overall, excuse me, I really enjoyed the movie. Plot-wise, I thought the plot was great. Loved the characters. Love the characters, and I agree with Joey's sentiment in Discord. Like, just can't wait to see more of these characters. More of Superman and Lois. Jimmy Olsen was great. More of Hawkgirl. More of Mr. Terrific. Guy Gardner, man. Love Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. He was a blast. I think the standout performance, in my opinion, was Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Incredible. Very well done. It felt like the cinematics and the colors and the action felt like, reading a comic book very often. I could visualize various scenes as panels in a comic book. One thing I was curious about, and if there's anybody out there that's seen it that's not like a DC fanboy, that you don't know a whole lot about DC, it was easy for me because I know a lot about DC. But I was wondering if there was a lot of references or characters or even Easter eggs that just kind of flew over your head because you don't know. Because, they're not taking the time to establish like movie by movie by movie backstories and whatnot. We jump in, which I'm okay with. I don't need to know Guy Gardner's backstory. But like when you hear Maxwell Lord, you're like, who's that? Well, I know who Maxwell Lord is. I know what his character typically does, so I know why he's involved in this plot here. So I'm just curious if anybody felt lost on some of those things beyond just the basic story. The only, if I had a nitpick, if I had a criticism of the movie, like I said, I like the plot. I think the story is a great story. I'm just not sold on James Gunn as a writer of dialogue. I feel like some of the dialogue at times was clunky, a little bit exposition heavy, especially in the first third of the movie. I feel like some of the dialogue was like, okay, you didn't need to explain that to me. I can kind of infer that based on what's going on. And also some of it was just kind of a little cheesy, but it is Superman after all. So again, I don't think it's anything that it doesn't really harm my love for the movie. It brings it down a rating a little bit for not having the most eloquent, I guess. James Gunn not a good writer? You mean the guy who wrote the screenplay for live action Scooby-Doo? How dare you? Like I said, the plot and all the action and everything I really enjoyed. I like my superheroes like I like my nachos. Cheesy. My only nitpick was, well, I'm not going to do that because that might be somewhat spoilery. But no, overall, I think it was a very, very great launching point for this new DC universe. Was very happy with it. It lived up to my expectations for sure. Again, wonderful cast, great chemistry between everybody. I love the portrayal in this film of Jonathan and Martha Kent. Just very, very down to earth. Very, very homely. And honestly, what I would imagine Kansas farmers would be. Why did you say that name? Yeah, they were just nothing special about them. And that's what they should be. Ma and Pa, that's right. Ma and Pa. I think the humor, I don't think the humor was overdone. I think there was just the right amount of jokes and laughs. But overall, this movie had heart. And I think that's what we needed. That's what we needed so much in this Superman. And this Superman does embody good and hope. And that's what the world needs right now. So I think overall, my bottom line review of the rating of the... Oh, well, Crypto. How could I forget Crypto? I saw someone tweet like, or it was post, whatever you do on Blue Sky, said whoever was in charge of understanding dog behavior and movement and all that kind of thing and making crypto do that deserves a raise. Because of how crypto was. It was a lot of fun. Crypto is great. Superman. So what I love is that they reused the classic Superman theme song, and just because it's just like why come up with something new once there's already something there that works so well. I'm curious if they'll do that with any of the other iconic themes, like with when the new Batman movie comes out, not Robert Pattinson, but whatever other Batman movie comes out, if they'll revisit why can't I remember his name? I can't remember the composer's name for the 89 Batman theme. I forgot it the other day, too. What's his name? Tell me. Danny Elfman, thank you. You corrected me last time. Or the iconic Green Lantern theme. Oh, Clayface. Dude, I just watched yes, the John Williams Superman theme is iconic, and that's why I loved that they pretty much just took the theme and just tweaked it just a little bit. And I think it's been modernized to perfection. Love it. I was listening to the soundtrack on the way home from the movie last night. And then I proceeded to watch an hour-long breakdown of all the Easter eggs that you may have missed from the New Rockstars YouTube channel. So if you want to see some interpretations of some things, no, it's from New Rockstars, and they point out, all of the street names in Metropolis are named after all the comic writers, or this particular thing is a nod to this, or that kind of thing. And so that was a lot of fun watching through that. I'm ready for my second viewing as well. I want to take Laura to see it. He did Green Lantern and co-chair with Hans Zimmer on Dark Knight. Oh, that's right. Oh, you watched it too? Nice. After a nerd movie, I got to 4 places. Nando cut. Oh, go to 4 places. Nando cut, Screen Crunch, Mr. Sunday Movies, and Ringerverse. You should check out New Rockstars. That's our go-to place for breakdowns and that kind of thing. And see, he not only breaks down the whole movie, but he breaks down the ending, theorizes where future movies go. I will say the problem, if you're subscribed to some of those channels, they can be spoilery with the videos that they make, because they'll make videos, at least in this particular one, making videos theorizing where the direction of future movies will go based on what happens in the movie, and the thumbnails and the titles will reveal stuff that are definitely spoilers. Yeah, even just the thumbnails. So you gotta be careful. There's a recent What Went Wrong podcast on the night. What did go wrong with the Superman 1978 Superman movie? Yeah, that would be funny. No, I'm excited for the Lantern show. I love that they have Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. What a great choice. And the actor playing Jon Stewart seems like that's going to be great. I'm so excited. Yeah, Lanterns is what I'm most hyped for. I'm so excited for the future. Really excited. I think it's in good hands. Okay. All right. We're done. Thanks for sharing. Let's letting us talk about Superman. Everybody, come back. We'll go like this. Come back. Oh, maybe I should turn on subtitles. Closed captioning. Start listening. Oh, what's this? There's a person at my front door. What are they doing there? All right. True Ichiban. Everybody wave at True Ichiban. Hi, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Can you imagine them building up to a Blackest Night crossover movie? Using my Pieces and Pixels coaster from Great Nero. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. I did trim my beard on Monday. I had an interview yesterday, so I wanted to look my best. It was one of those preliminary 30-minute, make sure you're not a weirdo interviews. So we'll see. We'll see what goes, what happens. Hopefully I'll hear something by the end of the week. But that's one of the things that has taken up my time, and I failed. It's one of the things that's taken up my time this week. There's that. Also, I'm working on the video for this. Don't you just love the art? I love the art of this game. I love the color scheme. The blue and the orange. Very pretty. I'm struggling a bit. Well, just because it's been a it's been a long time since I'm thank you, True Ichiban. Thank you. And Rolling Reggie and Ripley Anna, thank you guys so much. It's been a long time since I've written a script, several months now. And especially one for a how to play of a game this in depth. The last few how to plays we had done were pretty like easy, a few page rule books, but this one's taken me a while. So I don't think we'll be able to, I'll be done with the video in time to do a stream on Friday, but hey, let's make the most of how we're here today and have a great time. All right, next on the agenda, while Rolling Reggie is here, I want to go over these questions that Rolling Reggie tagged us in on his YouTube channel. Y'all, if you're not subscribed, if you're not subscribed to Rolling Reggie's YouTube channel, do it now. Rolling Reggie does great content, and I don't know if I've ever seen anybody, I mean, I'm sure other people have done it, but if not, kudos to you. This whole idea of, I'm gonna make a list of questions about games that I've played or have been exposed to in the first half of the year, and then tag other creators to participate. Rolling Reggie's channel is Rolling Reggie. Right, Rolling Reggie? Brandon's back. You're back. You're safe. You're all good. So this will be great because I will ask them, I will answer them, and then I want chat to participate as well. And then after that, we will do a cruise recap. And we have the one and only Saturn V Rock, who was on the cruise. One of the very generous, incredible people in my life that made it possible for Laura and I to go. So there will be cameos from Saturn V Rock. All right. So everybody participate. I'm going to pull up the question list. I already have the answers. Where is it? Questions. Oh, did I close it by accident? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. The amount of spoilers you missed were insane. There were no spoilers. Joey tried to spoil something. Okay. Let's start with, now this is the questions that, hold on, I don't like this music for this topic, so let's go to a different album. I need some new tunes. All right. Superman have hair. Yes, Superman have hair. Okay. Questions. These are from January 2025, so beginning of the year to present. Okay. So the first question is, what is your favorite game so far this year? Now, none of these have to be, they don't have to be published this year. Just out of all the games you've played from January till now, and it doesn't matter how old they are. That is how we're going to answer this. So the first question is, what is your favorite game so far this year? And I think for me, hi Legends, welcome. We're just about to answer some questions that Rolling Reggie has posed to the community. So the first one is, what is your favorite game so far this year? Deep Regrets. Do new unmatched sets count? Yes, they do. Absolutely. Deep Regrets is my favorite game so far this year that I've played. Well, here's what I can do. I'll do this. I've got an idea. I'll do this. What is your favorite game so far this year? For me, Deep Regrets. I loved that. The theming of it, the art, the production, just, I like fishing. I loved how it evokes Dredge, one of my recent favorite video games. And, yeah, I just have a blast. I've had a blast playing it every time I've played it.
You smart, you loyal, you're grateful. I appreciate that. Go buy your mama a house.
Okay, let's read what everybody else has said. Ripley Anna says River of Gold. I've seen that one. I haven't played it. Nishi says Agricola. I played that one. That was like one of my very first hobby board games to play, and at the time I hated it because I was like, this is too complicated. Why am I moving stuff here? Why am I putting a thing here and getting this thing? I didn't like it, but I'm sure I'd enjoy it now. Reclaim Joey says, Condottieri. Condottieri! Roleplayer Adventures from Haplo. Nice. Smitey says, Guild of Merchant Explorers or Harmonies. Guild of Merchant Explorers, I feel like it came out a few years ago, but I'm hearing more and more about it as time goes on. True Ichiban says, Ready Set Bet High Roller Edition. Played that. That was fun. Played that at BGG Con. That was a lot of fun. Rolo says, Unmatched Witcher. Favorite game so far this year. Are you a big Witcher fan, Rolo, or do you like both The Witcher and Unmatched? Let's see. John Tripp says Lord of the Rings, the trick-taking game, Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game. Nice. Played that right when it came out, and it was very clever. I mean, it felt very much like, not a reskin, but I think if you like The Crew, games like The Crew, you would like that. It's very, very similar in style, but of course, Lord of the Rings theme. Let's see. Legends answer was SETI. I'm interested in SETI. Oh, Saturn 5 Rock says Hollywood 1947. I'll say that one was fun. We played that one a couple months ago. My Blue Heather, River Valley Glassworks. What a cozy game. What a cozy game. Dune Imperium Uprising is Rolling Reggie's runner-up. Oh, look, exclusive. Rolling Reggie says, I will give my runner-up answers just for your chat. Wow. We have exclusive. You hear it here, folks, and nowhere else. Not even on Rolling Reggie's channel. Let's see. Time Roller. Welcome, Time Roller. Nisha says Dune or Dice Throne is better than Unmatched. I still haven't played Dice Throne. You like both Unmatched and love Witcher. Okay. Oh, see, I'm interested in this one. That's a great set. Can you imagine Chupacabra versus Bigfoot? That would be cool. Ripiana, my runner-ups are Flip 7 and Harmonies. Nice. I know, Brandon, we've played board games like twice a week on this channel, and it took me a while to remember things. This year, probably Minos Dawn of the Bronze Age, Unconscious Mind, or SETI. Man, Unconscious Mind has me intrigued for sure. I've been kind of scared away by a lot of the discussion about it being a little too long, maybe too involved, but I don't know. It still looks cool. Let's see. Rolo just subbed Reggie. Way to go. Rolling Reggie is 6'2". People are surprised how tall I am. Usually I'm surprised how short gamers are. You're just tall. Hi, Giggles. Welcome to the stream. We're talking
answer
about
your question in return for blessed silence.
We are talking about questions that Rolling Reggie has posed. The first one is, what is your favorite game so far this year that you've played? Doesn't have to be new. Runner up, Quacks. Where was your first one? What is your not runner up? What is your number one? Did I miss that? Looking for it. I probably missed it. I don't see it. Can you repeat it so that I don't miss it? Oh, Guilds. Okay. I didn't read the name. I just read the game. Thank you. Runner Quacks. Is that the new Quacks? The new version? Let's see. Original. Okay. We have the original too. I've got with the upgraded things and also a very cool.
Why? Because they're exclusive and fun, and they lead to a better life.
Yes. Got the like cool Meeple Realty insert that's like wooden. It's got these cool things to keep the stuff in. Anyway, it makes the game like exponentially heavier. Just here for the lurk while working, but this conversation is too interesting. There have been many times I've appreciated. Just played Gentle Rain 2 weeks ago when my sister and her 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old daughter were here. She didn't quite get what we were doing, but she was still able to play. It was very nice. Love Gentle Rain. Okay. All right, next question. I'll put that right here. And again, this is for just the first half of this year. What is your most played game? Thank you, everybody, for participating, answering the questions. This is enjoyable. Suitably Confused has been getting into Star Wars Unlimited. I hope you're having a great time. I hear great things. I've never actually played it, but I hear great things. So I imagine that you are enjoying that with your son. Okay. What is your most played game? Smitey said, I'm going to leave this up here for a second while I read my answer, and then I'll go through and pop up everybody else's answers. Your most played game. I think it has to be Flip 7. Flip 7 is so easy to teach. Pretty quick game. Unless you're playing async on Board Game Arena. But yeah, I think we've played, because I play with different people, mostly with our group, and I think that's the one I've played the most this year. Easy to play, easy to get to the table. All right, what is your most played game? Let's see. Quicks. Smiley says Quicks. Zombicide from Rolo. Brandon says Flashpoint Legacy of the Flame. How's that going? What chapter are you on? What session are you on? Roland Reggie's runner-up is Castle Combo, both in real life and BGA. I enjoyed that. Played it on BGA and in real life at Board Game Arena, or at BGG Con Spring, although I don't recommend playing it at its full player count. I think it took too long. Legend says Flip 7. Saturn 5 says Flip 7 because you play that with me. Truchibon says Campaign Trail. That's an older game, right? Isn't that a GMT game? Async Flip 7 is a no joke. Oh, this is fun. I have all the answers on 2 cards, and I grabbed them because I answered them on the beach with my community. Nice. My Blue Heather's most played game is Solo Super Mega Lucky Box. I still need to play that. With a name like that, how have I not played it? Aplo might be Courtesans for me. Courtesans is a great game. I wouldn't mind owning that game at some point. It's so shiny. Remember that time I made a video to teach people how to play it? I do. My kids went through 2 months where if there were 10 free minutes, we played Quicks. Nothing wrong with that. Just finished chapter 3. It's tough getting everyone's schedules to match up. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I've been watching the marketing for Sail Legacy that All Play is doing. And they did a big old, like, here are 3 reasons why a 2-player Legacy game is not a bad idea. I don't know if there's been a lot of comments about, oh, I don't want to play a 2-player Legacy game. But one of them was, you can always get your group together because there's just 2 of you. It's funny. Group most played Dune Imperium. Okay. John Tripp, most played since January Mountain Goats. Nice. Apparently, I need to play that game. A lot of people like that. Suitably Confused says most played is Flip 7 and Star Wars Unlimited. Flip 7, yeah. I make a point to play every Phil Walker Harding game. Super Mega Lucky Box is solid, good. Is solid, good to grab secondhand. Phil Walker Harding, great designer. Love it. For Sale Legacy? What? Oh, Sale Legacy. S-A-I-L. Oh. Well, it shows you how much I know. Hold on. Courtesans has a solo mode. Really? Interesting. Have you played it? Have you played the solo mode? What do you think? Caesar, hey Caesar, welcome to the stream. I'm playing Star Realms Legacy. I didn't know there was a Star Realms Legacy. Wow. Is it a Legacy game or is it just called Star Realms Legacy? Star Realms is one of my first deck building games that I really enjoyed. And then picked up Cthulhu Realms. That was fun. If it's games played rather than time spent, it'd be Marvel Champions. Okay. Legacy. What is a legacy? Like planting a seed in the garden you never get to see. Thank you. Just borrow Spellbook. Haven't tried it yet. Marketing for Sale Legacy. Yeah, there you go. This happens. I've seen this happen. Do you have a game night? Yeah. Let's play something new. End up playing Dune every time. It is a Legacy game. Okay. I'll have to look into that because I do enjoy deck building games. And Legacy games. We're stuck. We're playing the Ticket to Ride Legacy. And we're stuck. We're more than halfway through the campaign, but we haven't played it in months. Y'all remember Seafall? Yeah. First deck builder was Resident Evil. I didn't know there was a Resident Evil deck building game. It's really good. We played Ticket to Ride when we were early on in the hobby, and played it quite a bit, and just kind of got bored of it. But this has really renewed our enjoyment of the game. All right, next question. The next question is...
Answer the question.
Next question is, what was your biggest surprise in the last 6 months since the beginning of the year up until now? What was your biggest surprise? And I guess this means like, I mean, I guess it could be anything. For me, it's like, wow, I am surprised at how much I enjoyed that. But it could be like, wow, I expected that game to be really good, but I'm surprised at how bad it was. I don't think that was the intention of the question, but you could. All right, what was your biggest surprise? My biggest surprise, I guess it could be newsworthy. Rolo says, come on, going under. Caesar says, I have Ticket to Ride Legacy in my closet still in Shriek Wrap. Can't lock down a group. Yeah, that's the tough thing about Legacy games. Rolling Reggie says, it can be any kind of surprise. All right, any kind of surprise. Oh, the launching of PNP. Hey, that was a surprise. It was a surprise to me and Lara, too. Okay. Let's see. Legends is dealing with food poisoning. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun. Rolling Reggie's runner-up to surprise is Moon Colony Bloodbath. Played at Dice Tower West in March. I saw that you had your copy now. Moon Colony Bloodbath. Yeah, that looks interesting. Okay. My biggest surprise was Flip Town. Never heard of that game before until I started looking for print and play or flip and write, roll and write games that you guys could play along with me. And playing that on stream, I had a great time with that game. I loved it. I love the look of it. Love the usage of the just deck of poker cards or standard deck of playing cards. I loved that game. Flip Town was a lot of fun. And I'm glad I have it. And I'm thankful for you guys, because if it weren't for y'all asking for flip and write games to play along with, I wouldn't have looked for it. So Flip Town was my biggest surprise. Second surprise, I would say, at least of games that I enjoyed, that a game that I would easily gone past, looked over on the shelf. Thank you to Al. I don't know if Al is here, for introducing us to Trio at BGGCon. This game has been pleasantly surprised me. And it's been a hit every time we play it. So it's just a pretty basic game, but it says it's a clever card game that's full of surprises. So if you're looking for a very short, not very short, what does it say? 15 minutes? I guess that's relatively short. 15, 20 minutes. That is really, this is all there is to it. Portable. If you wanted to even make it smaller, you could take like a deck of playing cards, put these in there instead. But anyway, Trio, I recommend that game for sure. All right, let's see what everybody else says for their surprises. Long Shot the Dice game. Thought it'd be good, but I didn't expect it to be that good. I've heard nothing but good things about Long Shot the Dice game. Nishi, Agricola, did not expect to fall in love in that game. So I'm not going to revisit Agricola until they come out with like the zombie version. I think that comes out next year. I'm so intrigued. So I'm following that one. Is that Awakened Realms doing that now? Doing Agricola now? Yeah, I'm interested in the zombie version. Nishi loves Moon Colony as well. Brandon's runner-up is reprint of Lifeboats. Your biggest surprise? We might be talking about that later on. You think Moon Colony Bloodbath would be right up my alley? I'm gonna put that right here. Moon Colony Bloodbath. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you for the recommendation. Legend says, I need Moon Colony Bloodbath. Apparently it's great. Biggest surprise in a game, the FinSpan announcement. Yeah, that was a big surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. It's the greatest thing nobody denies.
Yeah, I want to play Flip Town again. Super Few says, surprise how much my son likes deck construction for Star Wars Unlimited. I want to see him get into the strategy of it. Yeah. I never... I tried getting into Lorcana, but just, I never could, like, quite understand. Well, Lorcana, it's easy because you only have 2 colors that you can put together in a deck. But even still, I don't think I'll ever get the hang of, like, synergies and all that kind of thing. But for those that can, that's great. I hope people can really figure out how things work well together. Biggest surprise, biggest good surprise, how good a flip and right game can be. I avoided them until this year. They're fun. You know what? One of my favorite flip and rights is Silver and Gold from Pandasaurus. I don't know if they're still making that. Another Phil Walker Harding game. Love Silver and Gold. Don't get Trio and Flip Town confused. What's your lowest card, Sheriff? That's right. Another surprise. I didn't expect to like Flip 7 as much as I do. Flip 7 is great for so many different occasions. And Greenio says, I was surprised our Flip 7 game on BGA made it to the end. It's a big surprise. Biggest surprise for me was my daughter's mini painting. She did great. That was very well done. Convoluted Entropy. Heat. I avoided it for a long time because racing games are not my thing, but I really love it. Yeah, it's not a traditional, I mean, you are racing, but they take the mechanism off. Like, there's more to it than just racing. The hand management, everything, the element of it. I agree. That's a good one. I haven't got any expansions for it. I don't know if I will, because we don't play it enough, but I do like having the option of different tracks. Legends, my biggest surprise is how much I enjoyed Endeavor Deep Sea cooperative scenarios. Do those come with the game, or are those fan-made? I think you would like this. They have all kinds of like starter sets. If you don't want to do any of the building, you can get like Luke versus Vader, 2-player starter sets that come with pre-built decks that you could play with your kids or me. I'd play with you. But it's got a great following right now. You think I should get into Dice Throne? All right, I'll write that down. Dice Throne. Silver and Gold Pyramids. I'm dying. What is that? Is that a different version? What? Welcome to the Moon is Flipping Right, my other favorite game of the year. Nice. Yes, Guild of Merchant Explorers. Another cheer for Guild of Merchant Explorers. Another surprise. Didn't expect that my Blue Heather and I have the same birthday. How was your birthdays? Did y'all have good birthdays? I hope you had wonderful days of birth. Celebrating them, I mean. You like the heavy weather expansion? Okay. Oops. John Tripp's biggest surprise is a new Puerto Rican restaurant that opened in your town. Does Puerto Rican food include tacos? Because I like tacos. The 2 newest Star Wars Unlimited decks are Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn. When are we going to get a Jar Jar Binks deck? Yes, Dunstan. Matthew Dunstan is a good one. Puerto Rican food does not include tacos. Okay. Okay. Teresa Bond says, I had an awesome birthday week, saw Jurassic World, Superman, and also had a mini party. Wow! A week at the movies. And a mini party? A mini party. My Blue Heather had a good birthday and a great birthday gift with those little repo semi-bots. I've got the best tacos. I did have Torchy's tacos last night. It was good. It was really good. All right, next question. Question number 4. What game's production and or art has impressed you the most? What game's production / art has impressed you the most? Just out of games that have direct interaction with, has to be Deep Regrets. Deep Regrets. The
Your art was the prettiest art of all the art.
There you go. Perfect blurb. Deep Regrets art is so creepy and off-putting and unsettling. I love the interior artwork of the box. So Deep Regrets making a second appearance on this list. This year, just in games you've come across, so I guess if you've played Scythe this year, you can include that. But out of games you've played this year, or maybe that you've seen, or maybe like you've kickstarted or something that hasn't fulfilled yet. Let's see. Rolling Reggie's runner-up was Fractured Sky. The game looks pretty. Smitey's Candyland. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, you did say that in your video. The runner-up was Canopy Evergreen. Trees. Those are pretty trees. All right, anybody else? Production, art, whether it's components, high quality components, or the artwork. I also talked about how much I loved the artwork here. Oh, the poster art in Hollywood 1947. Yeah. I should have those here, but I don't want to run downstairs. I do need a drink of water, though. Okay. Oh! Yeah, raise a glass. Raise a glass is raised. Everybody else, to Rolling Reggie for generating this great conversation that we're having. I'm enjoying this. Whey protein. Okay. Brandon, this is an interesting take on the question, but I think definitely answers it. I'm impressed for Flip 7. They were able to send a copy for free to so many people. Agreed. Now, when it comes down to it, it probably cost like 50 cents to make that game. So it probably wasn't the biggest expense, but still, it was a bold move. And I think really, in the long run, is going to be more than worth the investment. So for sure. Including Kickstarter games, then Bang, love the art, reminds me of Metal Slug. I'll have to look at that. We played Bang the Dice game on the cruise several times. It was a lot of fun. Maybe Thunder Road Vendetta Maximum Chrome for the production quality. Oh, yeah. Definitely a contender for sure. All right, next question. Time to repeat some answers. What has been your most reliable introductory board game? Mentioned it before, but Flip 7 has been very reliable. People enjoy it. People have a good time playing that. And then Trio has worked well. Haven't played with this year. Haven't played with a lot of many different people. But the people I've played with, Flip 7 and Trio, has worked very well with them. Yeah, that number one answer. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, any room can be a card room if you try hard enough. Okay, let's see. Haplo says Courtesans played the most. I'm sorry, no. Most reliable introductory. Ticket to Ride or King of Tokyo also Good. The Great Cake Escape and Flip 7. Great. We played that on stream one time. That was ridiculous. We played that for Valentine's Day. That was funny. Just One and Push have been my intro games lately. Just One's great. Love Just One. I don't know Push. What kind of game is Push? Heat. Love Heat. I'm going to say the same to Flip 7 and Nana, which is right. That was the predecessor of the earlier version of Trio. It is a great name. Rolo says Calico, Cascadia, or Zombicide, depending on the new player's interest. I could see Zombicide, especially if you've got a seasoned player teaching everybody how it could be easy for new players to get in. My ulterior motive for this question is just to discover more games that I can get 8-way folks with. Solid motive. Push is a push your luck card game. Oh, I guess I could have guessed that. Ooh, My City Roll and Build. I was interested in this. Laura and I played through My City and had a great time with that. Ooh, I've had a lot of success with Gnar. I was surprised with Gnar that I enjoyed that. I don't tend to gravitate towards Viking-themed things, but the gameplay in Gnar is very nice. I played Wandering Towers with my teenage nieces a couple weeks ago. They enjoyed it. Wandering Towers is a great introductory game. Saturn V Rock. Have y'all played Wandering Towers? I can't remember if we introduced y'all to that or not. Oh, the game that I love the art for is Blast. Okay, not bang. Okay. Okay, next game night, we need to teach y'all Wandering Towers. Y'all have a blast with that one. Hey, Gameritis guy, welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining. We're having a conversation. We're chatting. We're asking questions. Yeah, Wandering Towers is great. Last year for my birthday, a friend got me the playmat. The playmat is awesome. Got a copy of My City on clearance quite a while ago. I haven't played yet. Makes me curious about My Island as well. Yeah, My City is a pretty chill legacy game, a light legacy game, I'd say. No, it's pretty legacy. I bought Wandering Towers from Redacted Online Retailer on Redacted Day. Hey, I got it as a gift from Redacted Retailer on Redacted Day for my birthday. Legend says, best intro game this year's Flip 7. That was mine. Just called in sick for work. Good news, get to watch Spencer. Yay! Bad news, fear of food poisoning. No eggs and rice for you today. You do not meddle in the affairs of Wandering Towers for your squishy and full of potions. Yes. Nice. All right. So that's the most reliable introductory board game. It is hilarious. It's ridiculous. If you guys don't know what Great Cake Escape is, you're prisoners. And you have this 3D cake, and inside the cake, what was it? You're trying to hide. You're trying to hide tools. No, that's what it is. You're trying to help. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're trying to help prisoners escape. So you're trying to hide tools, like a saw or a wrench or something, in this cake, and get it past the prison guards to help people. So you're pushing. Of course, they're cardboard, but like, let's say it's a cardboard saw. You're pushing it inside the layers of the cake, but then someone can come along and push something else inside, and it pushes those out. Yeah. What a silly game. The cake is a lie. For real, they should. Yeah, I agree. I think you should probably say, you meant to say retheme it. Yeah, that would be great. What a great theme that would be. All right, next question. What game do you want to get off your shelf of shame in the second half of the year? I was looking at my shelf, and honestly, first of all, when you don't have a job, your game buying goes down significantly. So when your game buying goes down significantly, the amount of unplayed games decreases. So I was looking and I was like, I think there were I could only find one game that we haven't played at least once. No, two. The first one I haven't played. It's not my official answer. Alice is Missing. The silent RPG that you play by texting each other. But the one that's been on my shelf of shame for far too long, I saw it mentioned earlier, is Tortuga 1667. Love these book games. Saturn 5 Rock's been mentioning Hollywood 1947, which is the newest one in this series. We played that one, and I really liked that one. But Bristol 14 something is probably my favorite out of all of these. You're in little carts trying to get out of Bristol without getting the plague. Played that one with Saturn 5 Rock, and that one's a blast. Because you're like, do you have the plague? No, I don't have the plague. Stay out of my cart. I don't want you in my cart, so you give me the plague. Everyone usually dies. Yes. Yes, My Blue Heather, you don't mention it. Tortuga is excellent, fun, and easy to learn. One of my Blue Sun's top favorite games. So these books are they're hidden role, deduction style games that fit inside a book. And there's always a usually cool playmat. And this one, you're different teams of pirates, either working for I guess you're not necessarily pirates, but you're either on the Jolly Roger, Spanish Galleon, or Flying Dutchman. Anyway, you get the idea. I've been prepared to play this, and I never bring it out. So I definitely want to play this one before the year's over. So that's mine, Tortuga 1667. I've played, except for this one, I've played all of them. The only one that I did was like, it's okay, is the Deadwood one. Deadwood 18 something. It was fine, but I enjoyed Salem, Bristol, and what was that? Hollywood better. More, as you could say. I don't like this song. They were on sale recently. Nice. All right, let's see what everybody else says. For Glory? For Glory! What would you do? What kind of... For Glory, is that what you do when you say For Glory? Molly House, heard great things about Molly House, John Tripp. Whirligig Games, they do great production, great games. I want to play John Company. I want to play that. Been trying to play Edge of Darkness for a year or more now. My original answer was Arcs, but I've played it 3 times since I posted. What do you think? Do you like it? Because I love Arcs. I think Arcs is great. Kingfire Chronicles needs to come off your shelf of shame. Yes, it does. Kingfire Chronicles is a lot of fun. Metal Gear Solid. I think I remember that one coming out. Your runner-up is Spectacular. Is that the one that's like... That's the one that's like a tree house? Let me see. Yeah. Combine tiles and dice to create your own spectacular animal park. That sounds like fun. Cthulhu Death May Die, I still haven't played it. It's been on the shelf for nearly 2 years. They keep coming out with content for that too, so it must be a beloved game. Sleeping Gods, unlikely. World Wonders, more likely. And SETI, just got it. I bet you'll get to at least one of those before the end of the year. Moon Deluxe? Moon. What is Moon? Oh, Moon. Moon Deluxe. Which Moon? I see 2 Moon games. Oh, okay. Is it the one that's like this shape? It's like Village from the game makers of Village. I think is what it was called. Okay. You back the next all-in wave. As long as I play it before I rise, I'm happy. Good luck. Good luck to all of you with your Shelf of Shame. Oh, Trickerion Solo. I had that game for a little bit, and I think I tried to learn it. And I don't feel like it was a too complicated game. I don't remember why I gave up on it. But I love the idea of the game. We need more magician games. Okay. Next question. Which game from 10 years ago, 10 plus years ago, did you discover this year? My answer is Lifeboats. Brandon, you mentioned this one earlier. I technically played the new version of it, the reprint, but it's still an old game. And so playing that at BGGCon at your suggestion, I had a blast with that one. You've never heard of Lifeboats? Oh, Lifeboats. Let me read this to you. Oops. I guess you can look it up, but this is a very, like, definitely, I guess, take that kind of game. You basically are trying to get your sailors to islands and not sink, but you are voting on which ships sink on the way. So you're like trying to wheel and deal with each other of, hey, don't vote for me. We should all vote for this ship because they're in the lead. And then you can backstab and betray. It's just a fun social experience. Oh, it's not at all like Imhotep. It's very social, voting, party, negotiation, bluffing type game. It's very fun. I think rethemes count. Dice Town. I remember hearing about Dice Town. Did you enjoy it? So the question was, did you discover? Did you enjoy it at all? Chronology, a trivia game where you put world events in chronological order. I think I've heard of this. Oh, I haven't. I was thinking of something else. Interesting. How did you discover that? Splendor. Don't tell me. Splendor's from 2014. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Bang the Dice game. Good one. Dice Town was fun, like Yahtzee meets poker. Okay, that sounds like it could be fun. Marvel Legendary. Marvel Legendary was from 2012? What's wrong with time? Legendary Marvel deck building game. That's crazy. Runner up. Orleans. What? 2014, guys. Why is it doesn't feel like it's that old. Is 10 years old? Almost 10 plus years. Spirit Island. All right, I'll allow it. Came across it on Amazon while browsing through some games talking about chronology. Gave it to my blue son. Played it after the new year. Nice. When would you say you really got into the hobby? Probably about 2012. I've always liked playing board games. And it kind of like, here's how my trajectory worked. In high school, I was the guy that had like not the normal board games. Like sometimes I'd go to Walmart and be like, this is not Monopoly. That game looks weird. I want to buy it just for like novelty's sake. And then, actually no, it was probably before that because I started playing Munchkin in like 2008. So, but as far as board games go, it was probably later in the 2012, 2013. But yeah, I didn't really get into like the more hobby type games till like 2014 probably. But still, like thinking of like I remember when Splendor was new. And it doesn't feel like 10 years ago. That's insane to me. Wait, I thought 10 years ago was 1995, right? Guys, we're in 2025. John Tripp, that's 30 years ago. 30! 2012 for me too. Nice. Love Gravity Falls. Big Gravity Falls fans here. Another spoiler, but I'm probably gonna do a video recommending games that compare you to play Arcs. Bane the Dice game actually has two similar mechanics. I haven't thought of that, and I can't think of it right now, but I will. That's very fascinating. Guess Unmatched new version isn't that old. It's essentially the same game as it was Epic Duels. So I think it counts. Losing a reliable dice version and aggressive one. I was having a character and a roll. Oh, okay. I see. Back to the Future 2 had a future way wrong. Yes, agreed. There you go. 13 Dead End Drive. Got back in the hobby. Hey, Hornist! Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. What about Ticket to Ride? You say back into the hobby. When were you? I mean, if you don't want to reveal, like what was your first foray into the hobby? What were some of the games you played back then? Pre-order the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Unmatched box. Anybody know when that's supposed to launch? You know what? I bet they would love it if you asked them every day when it's supposed to be there. Hornist, we are going through and answering these questions that Rolling Reggie has posited to everybody. Closest thing Back to the Future 2 got right was the Cubs winning the World Series, off by just 1 year. There is one more question, except they added one, and I want you to answer it. This one I had trouble with because when I was working for a retailer, it was my job to know about everything that was coming out. Or at least I made it my job to do that. Which anticipated releases are you most excited about for the second half of the year? So this one was tough because I've been out of the loop. I don't spend a lot of time on Board Game Geek these days. I'm not on social media a lot these days. The number one answer for a lot of people, and I saw on your channel in your comments, but also I've seen it, is Vantage for a lot of folks. Yep, right. Recall looks cool. I'd say Recall looks cool. But what I did was I started perusing the the spiel preview of everything that's coming out at Spiel Essen, and I sorted by like thumbs or whatnot. Not at first. So y'all probably have never heard of these two games that I'm excited about. I want to pull it up real quick. I lost it. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. All right, we're gonna switch over to. One second. I'm gonna hide this and go to this. Arkham Travel Guide. Coming out later this year. You want to become the best tour guide in Arkham. I'm going to hide this for a second. Is a roll and write game where you explore grim, narrow streets of Arkham filled with curious shops, mysteries, gates, and horrible places. But you're not just an unfortunate citizen, investigator, cultist. In this game, you take on the role of a travel guide, creating tour routes through a city you probably know like the back of your hand. So I just love this idea of you being a tour guide for Arkham. They also have one for Innsmouth as well. But I don't know. It sounded clever. And I want to play this game a lot. So Arkham Travel Guide is one I'm anticipating. And also the other one was that I saw. It's called Serial Killer. A cunning killer leaves victims in the shadows. Their weakness, a serial addiction. So, I saw some better pictures of this. Where'd it go? A string of unsolved crimes have left the city on edge as a cunning killer leaves victims in the shadows. Their weakness is a serial addiction. Will the investigation team figure out their whereabouts in time to arrest them? So in this game, for 2 to 3 players, one player goes as the killer. The goal is to take 6 victims while secretly moving along the streets. The other player is a detective who will test his deduction skills to track the trace of the criminal, interrogate witnesses to get information, arrest them before the week ends. Adds a third player, Lola the dog. I saw pictures of the components of this. Where was that? Did they delete them? Nope, that's not it. I don't know. But anyway, Serial Killer. That looks like fun. Your weakness is your love of cereal. So. All right, back to the question. Which anticipated releases are you most excited for about the second half of the year? Lots of Vantage, as we've seen. Vantage from Board Game Bard. Vantage from Great Nero. And Recall. Recall looks cool. Rollo says Final Girl Summer Special. I didn't know about that one. I love Final Girl though. Great Nero is also interested in Black Rose Wars Rebirth. Vantage from Nishi. Harnack expansion and big box. Yeah. That looks really cool. Decker's re-implementation of Renegade for me. I'm gonna have to start writing these games down because some of them I've never heard of. To check out later. Deckers. What is Feya's Swamp? The first case, the Black Dolly. Oh, nice. Roland Reggie's runner-up is Sanctuary for the makers of Ark Nova. It's basically like, is it wrong to say that it's a condensed, streamlined version of Ark Nova? Yes, that is dangerous. Captain Crunch. Yeah, Lifeboats hasn't made it out yet, hasn't fulfilled yet. I'm more excited to try the games in my backlog from 15, 20 years ago than I am for the new stuff. There's so much more new, so much stuff that's new to me that I can just grab and play. That's true. Even games that I've only played once. Like, I definitely want to play more Batman animated series, Shadow of the Bat. I'm like mid painting some of the figures though. I need to finish that before I tackle the game some more. Basically, all games are new to me. I haven't been in the hobby for a super long time. I'm more looking back than forward. That's always a fun thing to do. Discovering older games is great. That's why top 10 lists are always good, are helpful for that. Firefighters on duty. I'm gonna write that one down. Oh, there's a new Ahoy expansion. I love Ahoy. Top 3 are Nature, Ruins, and Gwent. Is it Ruins? Is the one that Imagine Eric played and wasn't, it was kind of meh on. So I'm curious. I haven't read any or seen any reviews on it, so I wonder what people are thinking about that one. Duty. Oh, duty. Yeah. Firefighters on duty. I did say duty. The final Girl Summer Special is if Five Nights at Freddy's and Killer and Killer Convention. Okay. I'll write that one down too. All right. Any more answers to this one? Anticipate release before we get to our final question. This new question that I've answered, or that I'm going to ask. Oh yes, Party Panda Pirates. I've seen that. I've seen that advertised. I'm gonna put that down. That would be these days. These days, those kinds of games are more my speed. I can't sit down and play something like, I don't know, something heavy. I don't have the time or the brain functionality to do it. Or honestly, the types of people that would want to play something like that, or that I would subject to. I don't mean that. I don't mean like it's torture, but I mean like, you know how sometimes you got to read your friend group or the people that you're gonna play games with, of like people that are newer aren't gonna like just love something like Agricola right off the bat. Oh, come on, you'll love it. It only takes us 3 hours to play. Yeah, you can't invite a random to play TI3 or TI4 for that matter. Okay. Yeah. Have you played Party Panda? All right, last question. Axis and Allies. You want to come up? You want to play Axis and Allies with our group? Can you imagine? All right, here's the final question. I don't know. That sounds like a you problem. Just kidding. All right, so this question, we've talked about Shelf of Shame and also most anticipated, but what about most want to play that you don't own? So whether it's like a friend owns it or like you know about it, it's out, you don't own it. For me, it's Hot Streak. I really want to play Hot Streak. You could say Life Pose again, yeah. I really want to play Hot Streak. Dude, I streak. I know. Everybody's talking about that one. The premise is so good. Let's take a look. We're gonna cut to this again. Hot streak. Which mascot will cross the finish line first? So the premise is you're like these loser mascots. Someone put Homer Simpson. He doesn't come with the game, but you can see like your mascot and you're racing, and then they're like your mascot might fall over, but it's like it's a bidding game. Someone said it like replaces Ready Set Bet for them. It's a game for hard luck gamblers who love to bet on and scream at racers, who in this case happen to be mascots who may or may not keep running in the right direction. So it's just, I love chaos. And that's what it sounds like. You're betting on these racers, hoping that they don't mess up and that they win. This is cool. This is great packaging. The racing track rolls up into the box. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a game. Hold on. Okay. This game, I really want to play this game. It looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun for the group of people that I play with. Thank you. Thank you. Mythwind. My Blue Heather wants to play Mythwind. Aridia. Is that how you say that? You're going to say Flip Tunes. I've seen some advertisements for that one. Blood Rage. Oh, yes. The Kinderspiel has fully convinced me. Endeavor Deep Sea. Yeah. Legends will say, definitely play that. I keep clicking this pin. Brandon's going to say Bomb Busters. I want to play Bomb Busters too. I want to play that as well.
That's what she said.
You haven't played... Oh, Primal? Primal the Awakening? Is that what you're talking about? There's another Primal game as well. Primal. Or there's Primal from 2023. Prehistoric humans fight for survival in a dangerous world full of megafauna. There are lots of Primal games. Sure, it's Primal the Awakening, right? Or just Primal? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, then it's Primal the Awakening. Okay. All right. So those are our questions. Thank you, everybody, for participating. This was a great conversation. Got some games on a list to check out. Always love having games on a list. Could have the best list. Yeah. We've been at it for a while. Great answers. Thank you all so much for contributing. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh, you mean the yard work game? I haven't done too much with it. Did a little bit of brainstorming on the trip. Still kind of nailing down the essentials of what I want it to look like. Not look like, but thematically what I want to include. And then figure out how to translate that mechanically. That's gonna be the trick, is figuring out how to portray this game mechanically. But I'm excited about it still. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of water, and then we can do a a cruise recap complete with slideshow. Two more games. Okay. Stretch. All right, before we begin, I would like to share a recommendation with everybody. Who likes to read books? If you'd like a book recommendation, I started this book, I think on day 1 of the cruise, and finished by day 5. So, so it tells you how much I enjoyed it. This book is called You Are Fatally Invited, debut novel for Andy Pliego. This is a very, takes a lot of murder mystery tropes. The history of the haunted Galveston. It takes a lot of murder mystery tropes and puts them all together. The premise is an exclusive thriller writer's retreat hosted on a private island turns lethal when one of the authors is found murdered in this twisty locked room mystery. Very twisty, lots of twists and turns. It's a real page turner, as they say. You like the smell of books? Hey, my smell is almost back, mostly back. I can smell it. It smells like a library. But yeah, if you're looking for a good murder mystery thriller, keeping you on the edge of the seat, I highly recommend You Are Fatally Invited. Okay. Oh, are you still happy with Ship of Theseus? I was thinking about getting it for my daughter. Do you think it'd be appropriate for high school? Excellent timing. Love it. Hey, Jack, by the way. Glad you're here. I love Ship of Theseus. I just can't remember it enough to know if it's appropriate. I don't remember there being anything inappropriate. It's something that you might have to research. I'm sure you could Google, is this book what the content warning on it is or anything. Like I said, I don't remember anything standing out as being particularly offensive or, what's it called? Like raunchy or anything like that. I don't know. I would tentatively say it's appropriate, but also I don't want to be held accountable if it isn't. So, all I know is I loved it and I would like to read it again. So it's probably not very helpful. Maybe you could read it. You want to borrow my copy? You could borrow my copy and look through it yourself. I don't mind. It could be something cool to go through together. You're local. I don't mind meeting up with you and letting you borrow it, seeing if you like it. Feel free to email me if you want to. Spencer@piecesandpixels.com. Okay, cruise time. Cruise, we left here, this house, on the 5th to go down to Galveston, stay the night, and left from Galveston, Texas. Oh no! Okay, I can't say this word. I cannot say this word for 5 minutes. Thanks, Brandon. Okay, we left on our ship trip. That's what I'm gonna call it, ship trip. On the 6th, and we came back. We arrived. That's what fascinates me. This is my first ship trip, and it fascinates me that you arrive back like early in the morning. So we were able to just drive home. Ship trip is your cousin. Just drive home this past Saturday. But I'll kind of use those pictures as a prompt. Let me make sure this is good to go. Hide this. Show this. All right, so we started in Galveston the night before with some of our friends. There's Mr. Saturn V Rock himself with the glasses, and the beard. We ate this restaurant with delicious tacos. It was great. Really good tacos, actually. Loved it. And we went to this pirate museum with an escape room and a really creepy host guy that was telling us all about the dead bodies that were buried underneath us. So that was fun. We did not fast before the ship trip. Oops. Hold on a minute. I need to drag this down. We did not fast before the ship trip. And it showed because I gained 7 pounds over the course of the ship trip. So I got a lot to work on. So then the next day, this was us. This is our full crew. They take a picture of you before you go. We've got all of our shirts here. My shirt is most likely to need a nap. That's what mine. The dude at the Pirate Museum stared at me the whole time he was giving this a spiel. There were 4 of us, and that he chose to stare at me. It was a lot of fun. Laura's was most likely to have a drink in her hand. Miss Kristen, most likely to dance all night. Mr. Saturn V Rock, most likely to belt out karaoke. Boy, did he. That was a blast. Most likely to get lost on a ship, and most likely to order 3 dinners. This was us at a dinner. Look how nice we look. This was fancy night, where you had to be fancy and dress nicely. We did generally live up to our shirts. Every morning after the ship guy cleans or makes your bed or whatever, they make towel animals. I don't know what this one was. I don't know if it's a bear or what, but it was these are all very cute. Yeah, it's not a board game. Well, we played board games on the cruise. It's not a monkey. We have a monkey later. I'll show you the monkey. I'll show you the monkey. It's not a monkey. This is us as we were leaving Galveston. You can see the water there is still quite green. This was one of the arts in the stairwells. I liked this one. I thought it was cute. Wolves playing with a little dog. That's pretty cute. There's an elephant. Very creative with the towels. This is us. We got off on Costa Maya was our first thing. First port. And so we decided to take pictures by the giant ship. Towelephant. That's right. 5 minutes up. All right, I can say cruise. A seal. You think it was a seal? Could be. Oh, wow. Rolled up ends suggest flippers. Smooth rounded face, 2 eyes, get it cute. Okay, I can see that. All right. This is Costa Maya. Never been there before. Now I have. Costa Maya is very touristy. So Costa Maya is like a port they built specifically, from what I understood. ChatGPT, you took the picture. That's funny. Costa Maya was designed to be a port specifically for cruises. There is a small fishing village just down the coast called Mahahul. And if you want to be bombarded every 5 feet with someone asking you if you want a massage or to see their things in their shop or to offer you a shot of what's that stuff called? Tequila. Then you can go down there. Thank you. We got souvenirs for our girls there. It was fun. Tequila, yes. The seal is a classic animal that Carnival cruises frequently use. So there you go. There's Laura standing in front of a pretty mural. Not as pretty as she is, though. Costa Maya just got completely bought by Royal Caribbean. Interesting. Wow. Reggie got tequila from that stuff. I don't know why she's doing that. All right, next. The next port town was Belize. This was interesting. I didn't know this. So there's not an actual port you sail up to in Belize. Like it doesn't attach. The ship doesn't attach to like a thing you walk down. So there's park the boat in the middle. Well, not the middle, but you know, in the ocean. And then they have little other smaller like taxi shuttle boats come up and take like 500 people off at a time and boat them into Belize. I guess because it's just too shallow. My clue was in Mexico. So this little boat was cute. So there's the monkey. That's why I said that one was a monkey. Isn't that great? They made a monkey and hung it from the thing. I just thought that was very creative. Yeah, it was a little bit just to come in and see something hanging there. It was a little, did catch us off guard, but then we realized, oh, it's a monkey. How cute. And we left it there for like 3 days because it wasn't in the way. We just ducked under it to go out to the balcony. You're waiting for the xenomorph towel. You think the monkey looks the same? Other one sat down, this one hung up. So you're still sold on it being a monkey. Okay. All right, same with you. All right. I found an iguana. This is in Cozumel. They have this little, you walk over, like it's not enclosed. These guys could leave anytime they wanted to. But you walk over these little bridges, and inside the bridges are these little plants and rocks for these iguanas to sit on. Roland Reggie says, Cozumel is one of my favorite places on earth. Out of the 3 ports, it was my favorite for sure. No stomach bug. I'm sorry. But sat and had a best margarita I've had in my life right here. That's our ship. What was the name of that restaurant? Do you remember? It was great. Look at that water. Look how beautiful that water is. So there was our ship, and then which was the Carnival Dream, and the Carnival Jubilee, which is the other one, has a roller coaster on the top. How cool is that? They were there the same day too. Look at that water. Can you imagine what sailors from the 1700s would think about that ship? Yeah, they'd be like, what sorcery is this? But do you see that? Do you see that roller coaster up there on top of the ship? That's crazy. Pancho's Backyard. That's where we ate. Well, I had a incredible margarita. Best one I've ever had in my life. Silver Fear's back. Had to move to YouTube. We don't care how you get here, folks. Just get here. Well, no, because I didn't drink it on the ship. That was the weird thing. The drinks. I had some kind of reaction to the drinks. It's been a while since I've had like mixed drinks and liquor and that kind of thing. So I think my brain more so was like, chill out. And so like I had some drinks, and then the next day I felt like real down. I was like, I don't want to feel down on a cruise, so I stopped, and I felt fine after that. Did pay for the full drinks and everything. So instead of drinking alcohol, I drank milkshakes and lots of delicious special coffee. So that was good. It wasn't a hangover. But yeah. But I don't drink frequently, so I think that's what part of it was. But there's some more. Great. Yes. And here's the whole collection. So that bear, so you see the bear there, that was not the same animal from the beginning. But they also added Grogu there. So this was the last day. With the monkey, the elephant. Oh, this was the rabbit laying down. That one was pretty cute. And then the bear, the heart, and then Grogu. It's pretty cute. Okay, next. I guess these weren't in a particular order. So we played board games. This is us playing Trio. Let's see, what games did we take? We played Trio, we played Bristol, we played Bang the Dice game, played The Resistance, played Bananagrams. Was that it? Was there anything else we played? Oh no, but we just find tables wherever we could to play games. Had a lot of fun. Those are all great cruise games because they're small and portable. This is a cruise crew again. So that crazy hair lady is my wife. She's beautiful. So apparently on y'all played Codenames. I missed out on Codenames, but y'all played Codenames. Apparently it's a thing on cruises where people hide ducks all across the ship, rubber ducks, which was great considering we love here at Pieces and Pixels. We love rubber ducks. And so you're just going around and then you might spot a duck. And Laura was like the champion duck finder. I don't know how she did it. She always found the ducks. And I never could. The only thing I could find, so I'm going to cut over here. Oops. Why is that there? That should not still be there. Hold on a second. Okay. I found these tiny ducks somehow. Somehow I was able to find the tiny ducks, not the big ducks. But she found probably 8 of these. The girls started playing with them, but I'll show you the ones that I could find. We've got a sailor duck. This one squeaks. So we have our sailor duck. My blue duck with a little scarf here. We've got pretty lady duck, I guess. She's got a dress on with pearls and a bow. This is my blue gamer duck with a controller and dead eyes for some reason. We have red duck. And then this green duck. So yeah, the one of these had like a little message on it. If you find me, either take me or hide me again. So I think there are people finding ducks, hiding them, but we wanted to keep them all because we'll probably find places for them. Oh. Anyway, you can see. Let me put this there. Are ducks born on cruises and jeeps? Maybe. The dead eyes as she shoots 3 monsters in a row in repo without fear. Yes. If you find me, stream me on Twitch. Hey, we could have done that. That's a good idea. But anyway, so, and what's funny is the first duck that she found is the one that's missing. We're missing one or two. It's like pink with little spots on it. Okay. Only 10 more pictures. Laura did karaoke and she did great. It was very entertaining. I don't have it. I don't have the video. And I tried to post it Discord, but there's a file size limit. And there's so Saturn V bringing down the house, Saturn V Frog bringing down the house in karaoke. So I have to tell y'all a funny story. The last day was a karaoke competition. And there have been karaoke some nights before. But the last day for a karaoke competition, you know, most of the days with karaoke, maybe there are 40 or 50 people. But for the competition, this house was packed. People wanted to be in the competition. And so, I'll tell you here in a minute. I got to tell this story, though, because it's best. It's great. This house was packed. Unfortunately for the competition, they only let 10 people enter. And so if you want to be in the competition, you have to write your name on a piece of paper and you put it in a bucket. And they just draw at random. So Laura had been preparing Man, I Feel Like a Woman to sing. And Saturn V Rock has been preparing an Elvis song. And they didn't get picked. But the cruise ship was having trouble with the Wi-Fi, with the internet that day. And their whole karaoke system runs on being able to connect to the internet. And so like 8 singers got through, and then they just completely shuts down. They couldn't do it. But while they were trying to figure out how to make the internet work, there was like this lull and people started leaving. And we all just kind of highly encouraged Saturn V Rock to get up there. And so he asked for permission, but he stands up there and does like a 5-minute stand-up set doing his impressions. This guy is incredibly talented as doing impressions. He does a really great Trump impression, Biden, George W. Bush. They're really great and incredibly hilarious. And the way he weaved his impression to impression to impression. He's like, and I'm George Bush. If you'd ever been born before 2000, you probably never heard of me, or something like that. Obviously he's the comic, not me. But he jumped up there and made people laugh. Even one person afterwards said that he had better jokes than the comics that they brought on the ship as professionals. So it was definitely one of my highlights of the trip. It was so funny. I have a video of it. Most of it, again, is too big to post on Discord. So maybe we'll find a way for you guys to see it. But he saved the day. Hooray. No karaoke, but got to fulfill a bucket list of doing some stand-up. And he did it for free. That's right. My hero. All right. Unlisted YouTube video, maybe. We'll see. There's a little bit of glare of the light that's in front of us, but a very beautiful sunset. Us guys, we had a lot of fun. This was us on one of those ships, the little boat that you take to get to Belize. Some of these are out of order. This guy. This was a Batman villain on our ship. He was doing magic. He was very creepy. We decided on the name for him, the Shuffler. And he was doing some card tricks. And then he did this one with these rubber bands. He was like, "Oh, look." And his name was Vladislav. So he has this very thick Russian accent. It was incredible. He's like, "I got the rubber bands, and they are not connected, no?" And like they're going like this, and he came over and put his hands around Brian. And then I did a trick, but it was great. It was quite a character. Played this like board game thing that was, these little kids ruined it, honestly. That's all I have to say about that. And then we played mini golf. I got a hole in one. It was very hot at the top of the ship in the middle of the day. And there we are. So that is our trip. Why is that still there? There we go. How I got those rubber bands in my pants. It was very fun. I had a blast with my friends. I had a great time, and lots of fun memories that I will remember for a while, at least. Oh, I didn't show you my souvenir I got from Cozumel. Look at this chess set. It's blue, as you can see. And look at the pieces. They're like Mayan or something. I haven't taken a close look at them. But the pieces are white and blue. I'll have to figure out which piece is which. But it is they have these pretty much everywhere. I think I saw one in Belize. But that was, yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be a good display piece. Maybe we can set back there somewhere. Sat through all that. Didn't even get to see Spencer in a bikini. Yeah. Post a closer pic on Discord. I will. Once I get it set up and everything, I'll post a pic. Would you go again? I think we would go with our friends. I don't know if it's something that Laura and I would do just on our own. But we had a great time with our friends hanging out. It was a good experience with all of us sharing memories and that kind of thing. So certainly grateful for the opportunity to go. Got to do had some great moments of relaxing, felt refreshed. We did have some noisy neighbors. Had to call security once on our noisy neighbors. But overall, we had a great time and we're very thankful for the trip. I'm glad we got to go. Did you get boat anxiety? No. Oh, we did see some dolphins too. We saw like 30 dolphins swimming down below. PNP cruise 27 or 26 confirmed. Noisy. Yeah, I would have if I was that kind of guy. All right. I need to do let's do a quick ad break. You know what? Yeah, let's do that real quick. So we're gonna have to try. The last time I tried to do Battle Royal It was broken. So here, when this timer runs out, we'll give it a try again. What's that? I heard a noise. That was a weird noise. Okay, and then after that, I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm gonna do the full 4 hours today. I think we'll finish out the hour, because I need to get back to work on my above and below haunted video. But I've definitely had fun. Maybe we can either do some King of the Castle, maybe. I didn't plan this far. Honestly, I didn't expect to spend this long chatting about all of this stuff. So this has been great. All right, let's see if we can do a battle royal here. Let's see if it works. Oh, it worked. Type exclamation join. Oh, interesting. It's working, and it's making noise. There we go. I can hear now. Okay, so there are new commands. Yes, Jack, they are. This is a officially. It will be their official how to play video, which I'm excited about. I don't know how these commands work. This will be the first time I was trying it with these commands. So, left, right, up, down. Say. I guess you can do exclamation say, and then say something. Let's find out. We're gonna push start. This will be a learning experience for all of us. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? You can do exclamation say and then it'll pop up on there what you type. Rolo, what are you doing? Taunt didn't work. Rolo's just standing there. Everybody died really fast. I don't know what those dots are. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. So you can all say. Game's gonna restart. You get stuck on dots? All right, type join to enter. Exclamation join, enter. Remember, you can do left, right, up, down. That must be, so my assumption is if you're going in one direction and you want to go the other way, you can do left, right, up, down. Say, emote, or taunt. I wonder how the emoting works. We'll have to try these. All right, let's give this a go here. No. No. Yeah. Wow. I don't know that the Rolo keeps getting stuck. Rolo. Get out of there, Rolo. Oh, you moved. Oh. This is very interesting. Yeah, I tried the emote option and it didn't work. So no, at least it works. It might be too much. I think what the problem with it is too much is happening for you to do some of those commands. To stop and process it. So like you're dead before you even get a chance to do one of the commands. So it's interesting. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, you need it at the end? What do y'all want to do for the last 20 minutes or so? 20, 30 minutes. Key in the Castle? Or Kukoro? Or, let's see. You were driving, so I didn't do any commands. Well, you lost. So but I'm glad you're being safe. King in the Castle or call it a stream. All right. I don't remember if we finished the last King of the Castle we were on. Let's see. Let's check it out. Oops. Oh, nice. Maybe we can swap the book for the game. You know what? Yeah, let's do Kukoro so we can do the color game. And that way I can go to the bathroom because y'all can play that while I step away. And then we can do the color one and then we can do the werewolf. Yes. Coins are on coin capsules. Tokens are on coin capsules. Makes them sound cool, and I bet it feels cool. Very tactile. All right. Kukoro, stream chat games. Log in. Oops. What? What's this? OAuth. Log in with Twitch. Copy. There we go. All right, so this is one. Ooh, I unlocked SpongeBob. Looks like Rob. You got to work now? All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for participating. And in the Superman chat and in the game chat and in the cruise chat. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon. It is only Twitch. Skip. But you can always come over to Twitch and give it a shot. So we're going to go to, let me make sure that this is going to be, I got to add it. This is going to be application. No. Window capture. No, video. Game capture. There we go. Where's active game? Okay, this is going to go down here. This is going to be Kukoro. Right there. All right. Oh, what's this? Mikey! Celebrate! Thanks for being here, Mikey. Thank you for resubscribing. Been subscribed for 4 months. Let's celebrate. Thank you so much, Mikey. Much appreciated. Okay. Let's see. Let me check the audio here. Audio should be good. And raise a glass. Mikey to Mikey. Thank you for being here, Mikey. Thank you for the subscription. Here's to you. Hope you have a great day today and a great rest of your week. All right. This is the one I just unlocked. I'll be Rob. Games. All right, let's start with colorblind floor game. Find the color shown on the screen to survive the laser. So far, total victories. Oh, look, there's Saturn V Rock. Rain films it. And the Sea Otter. And you guys want to add some... We did miss you, Mikey. We did miss you. We're going to spawn some bots. We'll do, how about 30 bots? If you would like to play, just type exclamation Kukoro. Exclamation Kukoro. This is not exactly like the board game Hues and Cues. What's going to happen is a color will pop up and you have to find it on this chart here, on this grid. Give you a little bit more time to join. Jack, I am so sorry. This is only works with Twitch currently. Corey, nice to see you. Again, sorry, this is only compatible with Twitch at the moment. Maybe one day they'll make it to where YouTube can join in. Moose McD, welcome. Glad you're here. And just a little bit longer. I'll get started. We can go ahead and start it. We can always do a second one. All right, here we go. We're gonna click. I'll press space to start. All right, here we go. Oh, Moose McD. All right. Moose McD is you. All right. Find the color. You see how there are numbers at the bottom. You're gonna go to the number, or the number of the color you think that is. So if you think that is 17, which is what I do, type exclamation 17. Oops, did I do that? I did not. Where's my chat? The laser comes and you're safe if you're on the appropriate color. First couple rounds. See you, Roland Reggie. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for tagging us in your question exercise. It was a lot of fun. Hope you have a great day. Bye, Nishi. Oh, I'm gonna do... Y'all think it's 12? I'll try 12. $10, $11, $12. That bot, he doesn't know what he's doing. Zap, zap, zap. Nice. Okay, it's gonna get harder because soon you'll have to get the exact one. You can't be left or right of it. You got to get the exact one. I'm gonna try this one. Good luck, everybody. Two seconds left. Oh. Ooh. Oh no! Nero got zapped. Wow, this one's gonna be tricky. Oof. I think that's this one. Good luck. You got 5 seconds to change your answer. Answer. Whew. Oh no! Mikey and Heather. Rip. Ooh. I think that's... This is what I'm gonna say. Okay, we got very diverse opinions here. Let's go, Bot Kyler. This music's fun. Zap. Oh no! No! I got a new skin. Okay, I don't want to do that right now. Oh, it's over. Way to go! Convoluted Entropy and Rolo. Well, it says Convoluted Entropy wins. Oh, because you chose the soonest. So you won because you picked it the earliest. So well done. Congratulations! And I unlocked the Healthy Villain skill. Everybody, let's cheer Convoluted Entropy with a cheer. Well done, well done, well done. All right, let's do one more. And I'm going to not participate in this one because I need to step away for just a second. We're going to restart. All right, if you want to play, exclamation, Kukoro. Play again, Convoluted Entropy. Can you maintain your title as winner? Let's see. We got Smitey joining. We got My Blue Heather joining. We got Rolo joining. Convoluted Entropy coming back to claim her title. Reclaim. Hold on to. My Blue Heather has a double head. Bots. Yes, I'll add bots. I'll add bots. Okay. All right, we'll do 30 bots. Great Nero. Moose Big D. Let's see. Who else played last time? Mikey, are you still there? C Funky, you still there? We're about to start a new round of this game. Color game, whatever it's called. Haplo's in. Nishi's out. All right, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna start. In 3, 2, yeah, and then I'll be a step away. 3, double the anxiety. 3, 2, 1, let's go! I'm back. Oh no, Haplo timed out. Round 3. All right, what you guys got? It's a greenish sea foam. Is that sea foam? That's a little darker than sea foam. I think that's pretty close. See Rayman. Paulina, you better pick your choice. All right, there we go. Oh! Run! Woo! Well done. Well done, well done. Find the color. What would you call that? Eggplant? Is that eggplant? Maybe an expired eggplant. John Tripp, I like your ponytail. Look out. Oh no, not John Tripp and his ponytail. Oh no. Last round. All right. You guys are doing great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 real players, 1 bot player. Remember, the faster you can find it, if there's a tie, the fastest that finds it wins. Sometimes I try to do this to block out the colors. Those are all the same color. It certainly looks like it, doesn't it? That one's tricky. Ouch. Hey! Nice. Well done, players. Great Nero found it fastest, so Great Nero is the winner. Nice. All right. Well done. Oops, where's the game? Let's do 1 game of Werewolf. Oh, your video's delayed. I'm sorry. Let's do 1 game of Werewolf and then we'll call it a stream. How about that? If you want to play Werewolf, go ahead and we'll give you some time. Maybe refresh your stream. make sure that you're all caught up. Werewolf, there wolf. Let's go. So we'll wait here for a second. I'm gonna spawn here. If you want to play werewolf, just type exclamation Kukoro. Great looking players. Indiana Jones. You can't nominate yet. No, you can't. You want bots in here? How about we do, let's do, I don't want to do a whole lot of bots. I think 10 is a good number of players for this, maybe. We'll do a couple of bots. Oops, I need to click over here. 1, 2. That's the only thing is you're gonna have to type their name if you want to accuse them. Donde está Wolf? It's there somewhere. Okay. I will give maybe 1 more minute of time to join. One more minute. Just to make sure. All right. 5. My minutes are, I don't know what minutes are. So I'm just going to say that it's been a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get started. Hide in a safe place. If you want, when you're playing, you're going to choose a location to go hide in. So I'm going to choose, it is always Smitey. Village. I'm going to go hide in the village. Now you want to pay attention to where everyone's going. So that when someone inevitably dies. Oh, convoluted entropy is going to the forest. All right, it's night. Oh no! Werewolf! There, wolf! Werewolf attack! Werewolf attack! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 people died? Well, come on. Come on, don't vote me. Rolo died. Convoluted entropy died. Anybody else go with you? Vote. I also voted for the Great Nero. That's Smitey. No, don't vote me. Yes, yes. The fun thing about this game is even the werewolf doesn't know if they're the werewolf. All right, it is possible. We're gonna hear Great Nero's defense, and if Great Nero doesn't have a good defense, we're gonna vote to kill Great Nero. But if the defense is good, you can still vote to forgive. What is your defense, Great Nero? Uh-oh. Then definitely kill. I've never rued a day in my life, so I don't know if that's a bad thing. Defense. I am the Great Nero, not the Great Wero. All right. 10 seconds. Last chance to change to forgive or to kill. I'm the Great Nero. Oh no! We murdered an innocent villager. Yikes. All right, I'm already ruining the day. Okay. You liked. I'm gonna go to the crypt. I don't know. That's not. I shouldn't go to the crypt with Smitey. That doesn't sound safe. We gotta find out one way or the other. Moose McD, you got 14 seconds to choose. Oh no! Oops. Oh no. Moose McD survived. No! It was Smitey! Smitey killed me! Come on! Get Smitey! Get Smitey! Get Smitey! Get Smitey! 60% of the time it's Smitey every time. Never, lesson learned, never go to the crypt with Smitey. You did see that, right? Why is nobody voting Smitey? Why are you voting for Bot Julius? Okay, there we go. Tell your daughters, never go to the crypt with Smitey. All right. Is it true what they say about you, Smitey? Do you have any defense? Oh yeah, I can vote. He said I'd do it again. Why are you forgiving him? He killed me. All right, I'm gonna go. What? What is this? This is an outrage. Bot Julius, come on, vote. Thank you. Convoluted entropy. The serial killer. Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh, we've got 5 seconds left. Okay, here we go. Let's find out. Yay! We got the werewolf. We've killed a werewolf. There's more than one. Oh no! There's another werewolf. Oh no! It's true. I'm a legit snack. Where are you going, my blue heather? How are the bots still alive? That's what I want to know. Uh-oh. Look out, Moose McD. He tried to change at the last minute. Oh! Oh no! Moose McD's a werewolf! My heather did not come back from the crypt. Well, how's this voting work? 2 bots and a player? So, but we're dead. We can vote. We can still vote. I'm gonna vote. Moose, vote. Haha. 5 votes. Plot twist, one of Heather's heads was the werewolf. All right, Moose McD, do you have Any defense? Is there any reason why we shouldn't kill you? Who did forgive? How do we even know my Blue Heather is even dead? No, has anybody seen her body? I'm gonna vote to kill. Rolo, come on. She's just running a bit behind. Picking us all up some. Are you getting some lattes? Okay. John Tripp. Heather isn't just one to just skip a public execution. Yes! We got the werewolf! We killed all the werewolves! We did it. I'm excited. Wow. Well done, everybody. That was fun. All right, and that, I would say, we'll call that a stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. I missed hanging out with you guys. So glad to be back. Was there some way I would have known I was the werewolf? Well, so there's a little thing in the corner. I think you have to, number one, you have to own the game and be logged in the game to be able to check out. But even then, so when I click the thing to let me know if I'm the werewolf or not, it doesn't work. So I've never actually known one way or the other if I was a werewolf. We just play it for fun. So there's that. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. I had a blast. I missed you all, and I wish we could hang out more this week. But my table is full. My plate. Anyway, but I've enjoyed our time today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the support with your bits, with your subscriptions, with your chatting, with just even if you're lurking, just being here helps us greatly. Hopefully next week Laura will be able to join. I think so. This week the girls are doing tech week for their musical that they're doing this weekend. We're excited about that. So our evenings are full this week. No video gaming with friends tonight, or this week, sorry, and also no evening streams, but hopefully next week we'll be able to do an evening stream so that Laura can join us. I will say hi to Laura for all of you. Thank you, John Tripp. She'll appreciate that. Oh, I do have some news. When I went to go to the bathroom, not while I was going, I checked my email, and I had an email saying that the head of marketing, which would be my boss, wants to have another interview next week. So that was great news. Second interview. That's the furthest I've gotten so far this season. So really excited about that. So thank you all for your encouragement and well wishes. It did go well. Let's see. What musical are they in? This is a musical from the 90s called Crazy Camp, spelled with 2 Ks. Crazy Camp. So it's just a little cheesy musical that they're doing at the Garland, what's it called? The Garland Plaza Theater this weekend. So we're excited to go watch that. I did, you know what? I wore my fanciest beard cream yesterday, and it must have been the trick, so I'll do it again. All right. Cover my wrist is no longer bald, people. I don't even remember which wrist it was. You can't even tell. So I'm good. Is there anybody to raid? Is anybody? I haven't been paying attention. Anybody streaming right now that we can raid? Twitch.tv. Bonds is. Let's raid Bonzinator. But yeah, let's raid Bonzinator. You mind setting that up for me? Yeah, so thank you so much for the successful vibes, Haplo. Thanks for the tips, Great Nero, on how to do a great interview. And oops. Those on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today. We are about to raid over to Bonzinator's stream. So for now, I'll say bye, YouTube. Oops. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. So thank you again for being here, and we'll go over here in just a second. Hang tight, everybody. Let's see. Sorry to throw this last minute. Oops. In fact, you know what? I can go ahead and do this if you're not already there. Let's see. Oh. Where is it? Career dashboard. Do you have the shortcut, my blue heather? I can do this. Raid. This will be easy for me right here. Oh, we already did it. Great.
You're watching Pieces and Pixels. Follow now and subscribe to join in the fun.